Aloha, Gemini. Welcome to your love reading. I hope that you're doing absolutely amazing. We are using my personal deck that I created called the Legendary Mystic Tarot today for your love readings. This is for anybody with a Gemini placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. All right, my darling Geminis. I hope you had a wonderful birthday. I know we're in Cancer season now, but I hope you had a great birthday. Let's get rolling. Page of Wands, Four of Cups, Ten of Wands, the Magician, the Hermit, the Page of Coins, Five of Wands, the Chariot, the High Priestess, and the Eight of Wands, plus 3 clarifiers. And our Nine of Wands is our overall energy. Alrighty. Well, that's interesting because the Nine of Wands actually was the outcome energy for Taurus. And it's very possible, that you also have a strong Taurus placement since it is your neighboring sign. So just something to consider. Maybe take a look at Taurus's reading since it had the outcome as the Nine of Wands. You have the Nine of Wands as the overall energy. It's almost like a continuance, shall we say. So Gemini, for you, what occurred in June may be related to the Taurus reading. All right, Gemini, let's see what we have. It's interesting. Your person is very likely ghosting you right now. They may not be responding to you, or you may not be responding to them. But I feel like it's them not responding to you, because you have this Page of Wands energy where you have this energy where you want excitement, you want flirtation, you want to see some energetic movement here. But yet at the same time, your heart is going, I'm a little bit stressed, not sure that I can handle love at the moment. So you may be wondering if you have the capacity to let love in at the present moment because of all the stress and strain. But yet, like I said, you love that flirtation with the Page of Wands here on the mind space. It's like you love a little bit of flirtation, a little bit of fun, a little bit of passionate communication from this individual. So there's something about this person that kind of ignites that passion within you. Yet on a heart level, it's like you don't want to fall in love. You don't want to get too close. You don't want to let them in. There's too much stress there. When we see the Ten of Wands on the heart space, it could be that you recently had your heart broken as well. And so there's this guarding energy because there's so much stress and strain over the previous heartbreak that you have not yet overcome. So for some of you, you may be dealing with that also. With the Hermit energy in your actions position, there's something that you just haven't quite decided on yet with regards to this person. And the Hermit is an energy of withdrawal, withdrawal for introspection. So you may be taking just a little bit of a pause or a little bit of step back from this person so you can kind of reflect and think, what do you really want? What direction do you want this to go in? Like I said, enjoying the flirtation, but you don't want to give up your heart too easily. So there's this withdrawal and this pulling back energy for you. Now, your personal challenge is the Five of Wands. The personal challenge could be an internal battle, an internal struggle, which is what we saw, the struggle between the heart and the mind, right? The mind wants to have a little bit of fun and really kind of, enjoys the spark of romance, spark of fun, spark of passion, right? But the heart is going, whoa, yeah. Let's not fall in love. So there could be that internal struggle is your challenge. The Five of Wands could also be bickering and fighting energy. So it could be a challenge of bickering and fighting with this person, or fighting with other people, or feeling like the competition is just too fierce for you to move towards this person. It's possible, Gemini, if you feel like the roles are reversed, feel free to swap them, but it's possible you may feel like there's too much competition for your love and trust, right? And you're not sure that you have it in you to fight for that because you don't want to give up your heart space, right? It's like you don't want to fall head over heels, right? Excuse me, I'm losing my voice, Gemini. So that's the energy I'm seeing for you. Like I said, these are always interchangeable. If you feel like that's your person and not you, feel free to swap the energy. So over here on your person side, the Four of Cups. I feel like there's silence between the two of you right now. It's like they're in this pause and reflect mode. You may have reached out to them. There may have been some communication, but you may not be getting a return response. It's not because they're not interested, because I see the Page of Coins right here. It does indicate that they are interested. But we do see that their challenge is the Chariot. So they may be working towards something right now. They may be traveling in the present moment with the Chariot here also. And with the Chariot here as a challenge, if they're not traveling, if they're not working towards something personally, the challenge is them actually being able to come towards you. If this is a long distance situation, that could be the case. Or there just could be, you know, there's just a lack of movement at present. But they're in this pause and reflect mode, not in a response mode. Hopefully you're not being ghosted, because I find ghosting to be the most despicable action. People tend to see it as a sign of strength, but I actually see it as a sign of weakness, because if you can't tell somebody, hey, I need space, or hey, I need, you know, time for X, Y, or Z, then, you know, you aren't sitting in a position of strength at all. So here, where the Magician is on the heart space, this person has everything they need to open up their heart and love someone, but it's not showing that they are in love with you per se. It just indicates that this person is healed from whatever difficulties they've been through in life. With the Magician, it's indicating, you know, their heart space is in the right place. They're not looking at this connection as one where it's gonna like blow them by storm. They actually are very level-headed, and in a good place to be able to open up to the potential of this blossoming into love down the road. So this person sees the potential here, and they're aware that they are in a position where if they do fall in love with somebody, or if they do choose to open up their heart to somebody, that they're going to do it in the right way. They're not going to, you know, just jump 2 feet straight in, right? Now I see here with the Page of Coins that they're wanting to communicate with you. They haven't quite done it yet because they're sitting in this pause and reflect mode, but they are desiring communication. So I do see that there is going to be some communication here. I also see that here. In fact, I see the two of you communicating quite a bit in the near future with this Eight of Wands. It's like boom, 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 boom. Tons of communication, fiery communication that excites and delights both of you with the Eight of Wands. But we'll see these clarifying cards to show us what's going on there. The High Priestess in your mutual challenge position. Let me take a drink for just a moment. I'm losing my voice, Gemini. My apologies. My apologies, Gemini. It's been a while since I've been doing like 20 and 30 videos in a day, and here I am. I'm back at it again. And so I'm losing my voice a little bit. So my apologies, my dear Geminis. The High Priestess is in your mutual challenge position, and the High Priestess is the secret keeper. So there may be something that's hidden from you and something that you've hidden from them. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. It's just perhaps both of you are in this place where you're not willing to fully open up to one another. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that because this feels like it's sort of a new connection, if that makes any sense. All right, let's see what these 3 cards are going to show us. 4 of Wands, the Emperor, and the Knight of Wands. Holy shiitake. Okay. So, if that had come out as the Empress, I think I probably would have been completely blown away. Look at that, 2 kings. Let's find out where the Empress happens to be, though. For those of you that are twin flames, since we have the 4 wands and we have the Emperor, let me just go ahead and let me search that out. Where's our lovely, beautiful Empress? Our Empress kind of has this Farrah Fawcett look. There she is. Okay, so she's between the World and the 8 of Swords. So the feminine energy of the 2 of you, whichever one that happens to be, and it doesn't matter, you know, whether you're man or woman, that just doesn't matter. It's just a feminine energy. We all have it within us. So whichever one of you is displaying more of the feminine energy, it looks like they're right in between an ending in their life right now. And there's a lot of fears and worries about how this ending is going to play out. So just know one of you may be releasing themselves from a situation and, you know, look, fearful that they're not going to be happy unless they make this ending. So, and here's the 4 of Swords, overcoming this. So one of the 2 of you may be in that energy at present. But what I'm seeing is there's a lot of communication here. And this communication, one, it could be very passionate. But because this feels new, if you want to do this right, I'd go slow. Does that make sense? Rather than like jump into, you know, kind of intense, passionate flirtation and keep it light, keep it simple. The Emperor is somebody who strategizes and plans things out. So the masculine energy within this particular connection is strategizing on how to make this very harmonious, but also how to move things forward. There's an essence and a desire to take action rapidly, and it looks like that action is going to be in the form of communication. So we see this strong communication. We see this really, really tight-knit energy here of harmony and peace and excitement. And so this looks fantastic, Gemini. It looks really, really good. Really good. For those of you that are twin flames and you're dealing with a twin flame, I see your twin flame masculine is wanting to come in very, very, very quickly with lots of communication. But for those of you that are not, I see a masculine energy that's really wanting to bring harmony to this connection through communication, and also to bring a fun, flirtatious energy to it. We see that here on your side. We see that here as well. So it looks fantastic. All right, Gemini, mahalo nui loa. Until our next reading, which shall be just in a couple of days because I'm back. So I will see you in a couple of days, and until then, ta-ta for now. Kiss, kiss from the ocean, and have a beautiful day.